How's it going, Virgo? This is your reading for the beginning of December, and thank you so much for joining me. This is for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant, and if you are interested in a Virgo, you're welcome to watch this and get a little bit more insight into how they're feeling and where they're coming from. So as always, after the general reading, we'll go right into the extended reading, which is always the first link down below in the description box, which is also where you can find my Instagram, TikTok, work email, and donation link. So yeah, let's get started. So what are the best and highest messages for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascendant? And I mean in Venus. Oh my gosh, I always do that. I'm doing that today like crazy. So yeah, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for our Virgo friends. I'm just having a thought that, like, of all people, I feel like Virgos are going to be the least forgiving of that mistake. Sorry, not trying to judge you. Okay, and let's cut this. Cut. Okay, Virgo. All right. Okay. Some very Virgo things coming up right off the bat. Okay. And we're almost ready here. All right, Virgo. So you are really, you're the Queen of Discs. To me, this is usually like such a Capricorn card, but it's also, you know, earthy, just like you, Virgo. So you're just really like standing in your power right now, Virgo. Like you're really enjoying the fact that you have set yourself up so well for this month, for this season. You've really thought everything through. You've been the, you know, like positive, I say this positively, the perfectionist that you are, and you just really set yourself up for success. You've been following, you know, traditional paths to success, aka the Hierophant. You've been really, you know, setting up everything very logically and diligently, and just really putting all your thoughts and effort into being very supported at this time. That's the feeling that you want to cultivate more than anything. And you've done a really good job of taking all of the necessary steps to get there. So, yeah, good for you, Virgo. You're really coming into a phase where you're starting to feel that, where you're getting, you know, reaping the rewards. This is the abundance card, the Three of Cups. So, yeah, you're starting to see the fruits of your labor, and you are pretty happy about it. It looks like the only thing that you are missing, that you could have more of in your life, Virgo, is peace. Oh, yes. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords. Looks like that is the thing that would just be the cherry on top. And this reading is just wanting to direct your thoughts and energy there a little bit more. All right, so in this reading, then we have a couple of different options for, you know, directions that you could, you know, move in from here. They could either be two completely different options for the future, or they could build off of each other. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, we have the Ace of Discs, and we have the Six of Cups. So it looks like you have been working very hard on not being impulsive. You're really enjoying the fact that you're an earth sign right now, and you're trying to kind of subjugate these different parts of yourself that could jeopardize, you know, all of this this stabilizing effect that you've been trying to have on your life right now. So this is you just kind of looking at these different parts of yourself that you see as I don't know, kind of compromising to this. So impulsiveness, maybe quick-temperedness. It looks like these are the things that you're really trying to avoid, but the warning here is to make sure you aren't suppressing anything. Make sure you're getting these things out somehow, like somehow to some type of like workout routine or like writing or something. Like make sure you're still expressing these in a healthy way and not suppressing them in order to get what you want. But yeah, that's really kind of the idea here. Is that might be something that's coming up for you in the near future, is like the suppression. And we have the Ace of Discs and the Six of Cups. It looks like you're trying to do that in order to get these things, in order to have a solid foundation, in order to, you know, be able to reap the rewards, reap the fruits of your labor, all that stuff. It looks like this is the path that you're trying to use to get there. So the only like words of wisdom here are to, you know, make sure you're still getting that out, or it might come back to bite you. And then we have, this almost looks like a warning. So you have the Ten of Wands, it's oppression. It looks like you need to be weary of burning yourself out. Looks like that is something that is a possibility for you in the future here if you keep going in the way that you're going. It looks like you also have the Three of Swords in reverse. That is, it's kind of a very, you know, sad looking card, and it is. It's usually associated with grief, and it looks like you may be so busy that you're ignoring your emotions. You need to make sure that you're paying attention to those, and again, finding healthy outlets for them. It looks like you may try to ignore some different hurts, some different wounds that might be coming up because you're just too busy for them. This is warning you to not do that, to cut that out. We have the Queen of Swords cutting off the head of some god or something or other. But this is really saying to rise above that, to just really cut that off at the quick. Is that the proper analogy? To nip that in the bud, really. The cards are saying to really get in touch with yourself, and that's how you are going to become more successful than ever. Not by ignoring these, not by waiting until later to deal with them, but by really addressing them as they come up. Okay, and we have the emotional basis for this reading. So we have the Three of Wands coming up. You're really trying to create measurable success here, is what I'm seeing. You're really working on not worrying so much, which makes sense for you, and I really condone. It also looks like you're really trying to look on the bright side, and that's kind of how you're starting to manage your stress, anxiety, and worry. It looks like you've really been trying to enact some different mindset techniques into your life to kind of focus on the positive instead of focusing on maybe what could go wrong, or, you know, all the finer details and things that could fall through the cracks. It looks like you've really been doing some work with that, Virgo. It looks like you kind of had a fire under your ass. That's kind of what's popping into my head right now, the terminology. And yeah, it just seems like you're very motivated to kind of overcome that mental pattern, and it's really amazing that you've been putting in that work. In that, though, I think that is kind of circling back to, you know, this propensity to possibly brush some of these more negative feelings under the rug. Let's just make sure that we don't get to that point, like we aren't going so far out of balance that we are now not facing anything by trying to focus on the bright side, if you know what I mean. That seems to be advice that's coming up for you. So then we have our karmic portion of the reading. And I like to tell people that this is, this is like the part that you can't fuck up. This is in your cards. This is in your stars. This is coming. So we have the Empress, which is a really great card. She's just like standing in her emotional power. It looks like there will be a point when you come to be at peace with your emotions. You are, master of your emotional terrain. You have a truce with your own mind. It looks like, she's just really like sitting pretty there, like really able to enjoy life because she's just in flow with her emotions. She's soft. She's able to, like receive, accept, and let flow. And that is going to be a point that you most definitely get to, Virgo. So we also have being satisfied. We have the 10 of Cups. This is like ultimate satisfaction. It looks like this is pointing to, success in your endeavors, like your work endeavors. But this also means that you're actually going to be able to find satisfaction. And those are definitely two separate things. You could technically be successful in whatever you're chasing right now, but will you be able to create the mindset around it to actually enjoy it? Yes, you will eventually. So that's just something that the cards are trying to point out to you, is to make sure that you understand the difference between success and being satisfied, and that ultimately you will get to that point. We also have the 10 of Swords. Ruin. Seems scary, huh? No. This is you coming to terms with your anxieties. This is like one of your biggest fears. It's just like ruin in every sense of the word. Like you forgetting something and then everything just going to shit. Like this is you being able to fully accept that failure is a part of life. And when we do accept that, we have a lot less of it. Because things don't feel like failures anymore. We're able to just ride the waves of life. And that is the point that you're going to get to, Virgo, which is awesome. All right, Virgo. So things are seeming pretty straightforward for you right now. This is a pretty good reading. Let's see, what can we clarify for you here? Yeah, this is a pretty clear reading, Virgo. I usually do an extended reading, but I'm really, not quite seeing anything to really dig in deeper with. But as always, I am available for personal readings. You can schedule one of those either by emailing me with the email listed down in the description box, or you can go ahead and just schedule with me because the link to my online scheduler is down there as well. And make sure to watch the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get the full scope of what's coming up for you right now. All right, see you soon.